Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor with your KNEO Community Connection, and we'd like to welcome someone back onto the program today. We're talking with Karen Sprenkle, and she is the director for the Restoration Life Center located in Neosho, and some exciting things for them on the horizon. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining us again.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, well, you guys have had quite a year, haven't you?
We sure have. A lot of events taking place.
Well, tell us, maybe we might want to start back with what happened earlier this year, I think around like April, but maybe we should start back there and tell us about the journey you guys have been on for the past few months.
Well, on May 22nd, we had a individual lose control of her vehicle and drive into our thrift store that's located at 300 East Main Street. And we are just now getting back open to where we can sell to the public.
Yeah, and from what I remember, the city told you guys that you couldn't really operate out of there for a little bit as you were doing the repairs. And so I know you were probably kind of touch and go there for a while, had to operate out of some different locations, but you all are about to have a big relaunch day, aren't you?
We are. It will be October 30th at noon. We will have a re-grand opening and a ribbon cutting ceremony. So we would love for the public to come out and anybody in the community and just enjoy spending some fellowship with each other.
Yeah, let's see. That's a Monday, I believe. Is it, so noon on Monday, October 30th. That'll be a great day of celebration because I know you guys have had quite a journey getting back into getting back to normal around there. But hopefully things have been fixed up a bit and maybe are better than ever.
Well, yes, they have been fixed up. We're still operating under temporary hours currently, and that is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. We're waiting on our doors that are being built. Once they get built and they put some new rock up, we should be open to full capacity, and that will be 10 to 6 p.m. at that time.
The thrift store that's out there, now that plays a big part in, I don't know what you call it, raising the funds, bringing in the revenue so that you guys can operate for everything else that Restoration Life Center does.
Absolutely. Without the store, we have been struggling financially, and any extra support helps as well. Not only that, our residents, until they become full-time employees somewhere, they volunteer 4 hours a day at the thrift store. So that has been an issue as well.
Yeah, well, we're thankful you guys can kind of get back to normal operations then. So tell everybody about the work that Restoration Life Center does, and I assume you all take donations as well.
We do. Anytime anybody wants to drop food off or non-perishable items, they can drop that off at the location of the homeless shelter, which is what we are, and that is at 415 North High Street. And there's always someone here that they can leave them with. I just ask that they leave their name and address so I can send a thank you card too. As I mentioned, we are a homeless shelter, but we also like to call ourselves a back-to-work shelter. It's important that our residents get back into work so they can be back into society and learn their worth and their love through Christ.
So that's definitely an important mission, and I know we want to see that continue. And then the thrift store, of course, is so as we mentioned, their reopening is on October 30th at noon. But if people haven't been into the thrift store before, what kind of things can they expect to find if they wanted to come visit?
Well, our bread and butter, of course, is the clothing, but we also have furniture, house goods, anything, especially I remember when my children were little, the gently worn clothing, you can't go wrong. So we have plenty of stuff, to unique items and just items that are needed. Oh
yeah, I mean, I have a 4-year-old at home myself, and I know we buy him clothes, and he gets to wear them a couple times, and he outgrows them, and so
yes, absolutely,
yeah, and so there's definitely a lot of clothing out there that, especially for kids, it's almost good as new, and people can find stuff like that. So that's out there at the thrift store, and give people that address one more time.
It's at 300 East Main. We're in the old T.H. Rogers building, and there's an alleyway just east of our building between us and Main Stop, and that is where individuals can drop off their gently used items as well.
Yeah, and so we just encourage people to go, if they can't make it there on the grand opening, but to go out there and check out what they have at the RLC Thrift Store. And whenever you get something there, you're not maybe just getting some great clothing or furniture, but you're supporting a great cause for all the work that they do at Restoration Life Center. And so, hey, Karen Sprenkle, thank you for joining us again to update us on what you all are doing.
Thank you, Luke. We appreciate KNEO and all of our community supporters.